We already done some of this.
I wonder what it could be. I also wonder how it's inside of an egg, still in an egg, even though the entire egg just broke. Mysteries of Pokemon, I suppose.
But here's some more.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of my Pokemon Gold Nuzlocke Challenge. I'd like to start off this episode by showing you the training I did between the two. I got everybody up to level 23, and this makes me feel much better about taking on the upcoming gym leader. Mainly because Fang went ahead and picked up Bite. So now he has an advantage. Poison Oak is super affected, Wingnuts doing alright. Fester's really in trouble here, so I don't think we'll be using him too much. And Psychic should be doing alright now also. But what I did want to see, first things first, was whether or not Overbite is able to learn Mud Slap. Because right now, if it comes down to it, there is absolutely nothing that she can do to hurt any of Morty's Pokemon. So I guess we'll go ahead and get rid of Focus Energy because I'll never use it. And that way, like I said, if it really comes down to it, there's nothing they can do to us. Or nothing, or now there is something we can do to them. So, let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully this won't be as tough as I've made it out to be. And I guess we will go ahead and lead with Psychic, just since she should be faster than most of Morty's initial Pokemon.
Good of you to have come. Here in Equity, Pokemon have been revered. It's said that legendary Pokemon will appear to the truly powerful trainers. I believed that tale, so I have secretly trained here all my life. As a result, I can now see what others cannot. Just a bit more. With a little more, I could see a future in which I meet the legendary Pokemon. You're going to help me reach that level.
If you're sure, you know, I'm not so confident that I won't, but I'm really hoping that I don't. But yeah, so level 21 Ghastly. Not too scary. Psychic should be able to one-hit kill it with Psybeam. But like I said, I don't feel, kind of like the last gym, I don't feel over-leveled at all, because I know what's coming. So, here comes a Haunter. Here's the real question though, do we gauge whether we're faster than it? Because I'm just not sure that we are, and I don't know if I really want to risk that. We'll go ahead and switch to Poison Oak and see if we can't get the Hypnosis on it. It missed, and we missed also. Okay. Well, that's okay. It cursed, so I know what I'll be doing. Hopefully we put it to sleep. We did not, but that's okay. The curse will hit us one turn, but I think we'll be safe if I swap to Wingnut now, because any Ghost-type attack won't do any damage. And it should draw out once I kill this Haunter. The fact that Wingnut is out should draw out the Gengar, since I believe Morty's other Haunter will also not be able to do damage. So hopefully my plan works. I should have put the Quick Claw on somebody. I didn't even think about it. But, oh well, too late now. And we will go ahead and swap one more time over to Overbite, who also can't be hurt by any Ghost-type attacks. And see if we can't knock this Haunter out really quickly. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. Perfect. And again, this should still draw out the Gengar, I believe, thanks to the fact that the other Haunter can't attack us. Yeah, so here it comes, and all this is going to be able to do to us is try and put us to sleep and use Dream Eater. So I think first things first, I need to slow it down for some of my other teammates, and then, you know, I hate how accurate these things are with Hypnosis. It feels like they hit... I think it's only like 50% accurate, and it feels like they hit, you know, 9 out of 10 times. But anyway, I don't want Overbite to get hit with that really powerful Dream Eater. And Gengar is slowed now, so let's go ahead and see if we can't lower some more accuracy. But as you see, this thing is level 25. So, you know, it's still got a good 2 levels on anything on my team. If I were to let this thing sweep, it could take out the whole team. And I just really don't want that. And I also don't want to have to waste many more supplies, so let's go ahead and swap to Wingnut. Now that this thing is slower and has the 2 times accuracy drop. And we will just gust and see what it does. Alright, critical hit. Go for it, Wingnut. All he can do is put you guys to sleep, but he's slow. I know he'll be using Dream Eater now. So I want to go ahead and go to Psychic, who guaranteed with the double speed drop that Scary Face gave us, should be able to knock out the Gengar now. Yeah, perfect. Alright, so that takes care of that threat. We just needed a little bit of type advantaging and planning. And all that should leave is one more Haunter, who I believe we outspeed, so just to add a little bit of risk to the battle, since it did go much more easily than I anticipated, I'll leave him out. But I am faster, so we should get the one-hit KO and have the 4th gym badge. Alright. And Psychic leveling up, getting big and strong. What a bodybuilder woman you are. So yeah, there we go. Some money sent to Mom, and we received the Fog Badge. Perfect. What do you have to say for yourself, Morty?
By having Fog Badge, Pokemon up to level 50 will obey you. Also, Pokemon that know Surf will be able to use that move anytime. I want you to have this too.
TM30, a really good one.
It's Shadow Ball. It causes damage and may reduce special defense. Use it if it appeals to you.
Well, it certainly does, sir. I truly appreciate that. I can't think of anyone better to have something like that than either Poison Oak or Psychic. And since Psychic is so frail and we only get one Shadow Ball TM, I'd much rather it go to Poison Oak. But we'll save that for now, because like I said, we only get one, and this is a fantastic move. So we'll hold off on that. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and give the Quick Claw to Fang, since I don't have anything better to give him at the moment. And we're going to run over to the Pokemart and buy, let's see, we've got $6,000. Let's snag 4 Awakenings. How about a Super Potion? How about 3 regular potions? And however many Great Balls we can afford now. 5. And 2 Pokeballs, just because why not? Alright, there we go. So now we're stocked up, we've got our 4th badge, and we are ready to roll. So that means we actually now are pretty much done here in Ecruteak until a little bit later. So let's move on toward Olivine. And we already came over this way a little bit in the last few episodes to get our encounter and battle a few trainers. So, let's just pick back up where we left off with that. I do need to swap Side Chick out of the front now that she is the highest leveled on the team. So hopefully I remember to do that right after this battle. And then we'll take on this trainer down here with the blue hair and the dress and the whatnot. She looks like a beauty in every sense of the word. Let me go ahead and speed up swap these just because, like I said, I don't want y'all to have to sit through the boring stuff. And there we go. Let's take on the beauty. I am a cute trainer. Thank you very much. I really appreciate. Whoops, sorry guys. Clicked the wrong button. I really appreciate you feeling that way. It just makes me feel so good about myself. So you are Valerie. I hate to break it to you, Valerie, but your team here isn't very good. Isn't very good at all. So, well, okay, this is a little, a little bit more acceptable. But still not fantastic. I don't think I'll one-hit kill, though. Oh, I guess I will. Okay. Well, this is a good sign. This just means I won't really have to do a whole lot of training for by the time we get to the 5th gym. Oh, Mom. I know what you're calling about. I know you bought items with my money. I need to stop this from happening. I don't have that much money. Alright, let's try something you learned today. Well, what did you learn today? Schoolboy Chad. Hopefully nothing that's actually gonna really screw me over. Let's see. How much damage does that do? Oh! That's a one-hit KO. So, what did you learn today, Chad? I, don't really see... Well, I guess you didn't study enough. Maybe you need to go buy some items to boost your Mr. Mime stats. Let's do the swap thing again, just rotating people through. Alright, there we go. And let's believe we can get your phone number. I almost said Pokemon. That would have been odd. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and... oh man, I don't have any space. Well, sorry buddy, I guess I don't need a little schoolboy's number anyway. Let's head on up here. And this is what I've been saving all of my berries for ever since episode 1. My milk tank ain't giving me milk no more. This here farm's got famous milk. Most everyone wants a drink. It'll give me lots of milk if I feed it lots of berries, I reckon. Well, fortunately for you, sir, I am a kind-hearted soul, and I have lots of berries, so let's feed it. We'll speed this up, and feed it all the berries I've got. Totally healthy. Oh, you sound so much better, Miltank. That's fantastic. So let's see, how many berries did I have left over from that? Any? Nope, not a single one, so we had just enough berries. How'd you like my Moo Moo milk? It's my pride and joy, son. Give it to Pokemon to restore HP. I'll give it to you for just $500. You know what? Yeah, I'll take that. It restores a lot of points. I don't think I have enough money. I best go do my milking. Yeah, you better, now that your milk tank's giving you milk some more. What did your wife have to say? You fixed our milk tank, hun. Now it gives Moo Moo milk again. Here's something for your trouble. TM13? That there's Snore. It's a rare move that only works while the Pokemon is asleep. You best think how you ought to use it, hun. Well, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that. Now, I believe somewhere down here, unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, there it is. There's a nugget. One of these cows is pooping gold. They've got a better business going than they know. We'll go ahead and take on this fella here. Just because we can. And hopefully that all goes well. Psychic Norman. And Slowpoke. Oh boy, but it is time to be training Fester. I think this guy... I think we should be fine. Oh, didn't mean to press the speed up button there. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, I think he doesn't even have a psychic move right now unless he's got Confusion. Because I think he's only got Water Gun. Which means Fester should be alright. Or maybe he's just a little too slow to realize the psychic moves would do well against Fester. But that's okay, I don't mind. We'll let him send out his second Slowpoke. And hopefully we have the same result as the first. Ah, there's the Confusion. But Fester should be fine. Because Slowpoke's not very strong. Although we will go ahead and swap out, just because we can. And we'll heal him up after the battle. Yeah. There we go. While I was training between episodes, Wingnut leveled up, and I was really hoping that it was going to be learning Wing Attack, but it actually learned Whirlwind. So, guess we have a few more levels to wait before we get that. But, you know, there are worse things. Wingnut's pretty strong as is, so I think we'll be alright. But yeah, so let's go ahead now that we've defeated Psychic Norman and head on down the route. Now we do also get another encounter in this field over here. What I want to do really quickly is I do just want to go ahead and roll through these trainers pretty quickly. And yeah, that should be good. Roll through them pretty quickly, and then we'll go heal up in Olivine and come back to see what our encounter is. I think that the possible encounters in that field are pretty similar to Route 38, where we just got our Farfetch'd. So hopefully we can find a Magnemite here, but I feel like we'll probably end up finding a Meowth, since they're more common in this field. But, you know, that would be alright. Meowth gets a decent move pool. It evolves up into Persian eventually, so, you know, worst case scenario, hopefully that's what we get, and I can work with that at least. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll go ahead and knock out this second Pikachu, hopefully just as easily as we did the first. Derek and Ruth, wonder if they know that they have the same Pokemon scheme going on. Oh, what a nice thing, he's got a berry. How cute is that? Well, let's just tackle him the rest of the way to death. So we can save a little bit of Horn Drill. Or Horn Attack, I mean. Horn Drill is a much different move. And come down here, and I believe the last obstacle to getting into Olivine is Sailor. I don't remember his name, but he's a sailor, and his name is Eugene. Probably the most buff-looking guy named Eugene you'll ever find. But, you know, there are stranger things. So anyway, we'll knock out his, Alright, good. Fester hasn't gained that part ground type yet. We'll knock out his Pokemon. And then we will be in the city. Oh, what kind of bull is that? Stupid critical hits and whatnot. Lame. When was the last time I got a critical hit? I feel like it was at least an episode or two ago. Silly stuff. But I guess the hacks with the paralysis and the critical hits and whatnot, they probably even out in the end, so, you know, I can't be but so upset. I know I've gotten a few lucky things to go my way also. You know, for example, that surprise rival encounter in the Burn Tower. Man, that was scary, I'm not gonna lie. I guess, you know, of this generation, I played Crystal version more than Gold or Silver. And, you know, I got really used to thinking that was just how things went, you know, the way that they were. But, you know, obviously, things are a little bit different. And so, as many times as I've gone through these games, that certainly leaves variation for each playthrough. So, yeah. Anyway, I guess we'll go ahead and get Fester out of there. I left him in for a little more experience than I meant to, but that's okay. A little extra experience never hurt anyone. And, so yeah. Now we've got Fang out there, cleaning house. And, yeah, so there we go. Should take care of the rest of Sailor Eugene. And then we are free to move on. Perfect. And we'll take $760 while we're at it. Why not? So on we go into Olivine. But what's this? Oh no.
You again. There's no need to panic. I don't bother with wimps like you. Speaking of weaklings, the city's gym leader isn't here. Supposedly taking care of a sick Pokemon at the lighthouse. Humph, boo-hoo. Just let sick Pokemon go. A Pokemon that can't battle is worthless. Why don't you go train at the lighthouse? Who knows? It may make you a bit less weak.
All this coming from the guy whose butt I kick every time we fight, even when he catches me by surprise. What a loser. But anyway, here we are in Olivine, where I believe we can come right here and get something nifty. Olivine is on the sea! And if it's on the sea, there are bound to be fish. I've fished here for 30 years. Would you like to face the sea and fish? You better believe I would. Ah-ha-ha! We have ourselves a new angler! Well, thank you for the good rod. I appreciate it. Fish aren't found in the sea alone. They go wherever there is water. Well, thank you. I appreciate that advice. Well, now that we have that, we can move on, like I said a minute ago, to getting our encounter on what I believe is Route 39. I'll double check myself in just a moment. But I believe that is correct. Let's take a peek. Pokegear, go to the map, and we are in Olivine, but directly above Olivine is Route 39. Yeah, perfect. So let's go ahead and see what we can get there. As I said before, my fingers are crossed for a Magnemite. So let's see what our Route 39 encounter... Wow, there's not much here. I didn't accidentally put on a repel or something, did I? Wow, there's really not much here. Alright, let's see what we've got. Okay, well, we don't have this Raticate. That's one thing. I'm just going to run for the moment. Alright, let's try again. So, encounter number 2 is another Raticate. So that means we have now activated Dupe's Claws 2 times, and we only have 3 tries left. So let's hopefully find something else that we don't have. Like I said, I know there's stuff here, like Farfetch'd, Magnemite, Meowth, and I'm not sure, but I think there's even something else at night. So let's see number 3. Okay, interesting. I wasn't expecting a Tauros, but, you know, for Pokemon that, you know, don't evolve, at least this one's tough. So let's try and catch him. I still would have preferred a Magnemite, but that's okay. I guess I'll get over not having a Steel type. And, you know, this is another normal type, but as I said, he's pretty strong. He can learn, surprisingly, a pretty wide variety of moves, including Surf. So I'm just, you know, I'm glad to have him, is where I'll leave it. As backup for maybe Overbite. This is good. So let's hopefully catch him. Alright, that was much easier than I ever remember catching a Tauros to be. I usually had to go into the Great Balls and even Ultra Balls at times. Tauros, they fight each other by locking horns. The herd's protector takes pride in its battle-scarred horns. Well, how about that? Yeah, we'll go ahead and nickname him. And I'm going to pause for just a moment while I think of a good one. So I will be right back. Sorry about that, everybody. My video actually cut out on me. But we caught Tauros, and I actually went ahead and named Tauros Olay. Sorry that you didn't get to see it. I need to watch those 10-minute recording times a little bit more closely. But anyway, like I said, we will go ahead and heal up real quick. I used potion after the battle. And Olay is here in the PC. Since the video cut out, I will let everybody see him. Yeah, there he is. Not bad, not bad. Look at that attack, defense, speed's not bad either. So that will be some good backup. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to the NPCs, just because. Hello, laddie, the sea is sweet. Sing with me. Yo-ho, blow the man down. Okay, let's get out of here quickly. Yeah, you're interesting. That's all I'll say about that. Wow, you have a Pokedex. That's just so awesome. Thanks, man. I really appreciate you thinking I'm awesome because I have an encyclopedia. Makes me feel really good about myself. Alright. Let's talk to you. Dark roads are dangerous at night, but in the pitch black of night, the sea is even more treacherous. Without the beacon of the lighthouse to guide it, no ship can sail. You know, I would agree with you, except I think that an anchored ship sitting out here in the harbor is safer than somebody standing in a dark alleyway at night. That's just me. So what do we have over here? We have the Olivine Lighthouse, which is also known as the Glitter Lighthouse. Well, okay, that's where we will be going next. But I think I'm going to go ahead and save that for the next episode. It would be neat if I could go on top of the lighthouse up here, but I don't think that's how physics work. Anyway, let's see what this fella wants. He's looking for a Krabby and wants to know if I'd trade it for his Voltorb. I don't have a Krabby, and I'm not sure I'd want a Voltorb either. It's not really a Steel type, so... Your daddy scares you. What does he do? Along the way to Sion with their 4 deserted island, bad kids are taken to the islands as punishment. Is that what you tell your daughter? You're a terrible person. But this fella up here reminded me that, we can still get an encounter here in Olivine. So let's go ahead and do that, since we have the good rod. And that will be what we go ahead and close out the episode with. So, let's see what we can get. Not even a nibble. Well, that sounds about right. What do we get? Still not a nibble. Don't tell me I'm gonna have to speed this up. Oh, there we go. Not sure what my character just did, but we've got a bite. So let's see what we get. A Krabby! I am certainly okay with this. Krabby, you know, I'm well aware that it's common, but at the same time, Krabby becomes very powerful. And that would be very good, I think, as an addition to our team. So let's go ahead and capture it. I always worry when I'm weakening a Pokemon like this that, especially during a Nuzlocke run, that I'll accidentally get a critical hit then. But fortunately we didn't, so we can go ahead and take our Krabby, since it only took 1 Pokeball to catch him, and read his entry. So, Krabby, if it senses danger approaching, it coats itself with bubbles from its mouth so it will look bigger. Because bubbles are so intimidating. But anyway, I'm going to take just a moment to pause and figure out a good name for him. Alright everybody, I think I've figured out a suitable name. Hopefully it fits. I just couldn't see him as anything else but Mr. Claus. Perfect. Alright. So we have our Olivine City encounter. And we will now go ahead and close out. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate you sticking around with me. I know things can be a little boring at times, but I hope that you've enjoyed it so far. I know I have. If you really enjoyed it, feel free to comment, like, or subscribe. And if you comment to me, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But anyway, I will see you next time.